Hey, welcome to my channel. I am Jesslyn, and I created this channel because I wanted to see women in their 40s navigating life. I have not been able to see that. I haven't seen women who look like me navigating their 40s. I haven't seen women who don't look like me navigating their 40s. So I tend to see 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 50-year-olds, and I even came across a 60-year-old, but she wasn't talking about her navigating a 60. She was fitness over 60, which I thought was pretty cool. So I am on a wellness journey, which will never stop. Shout out to the Queen Po and the wellness community for allowing me to be a member. I do love it. Love that community. I love it. I love all the advice, the information that the Queen Po gives and that the community gives. I really enjoy it. So for me, my wellness journey includes spirituality, healing, love, health, fitness, all of those things, family, friends, all of that. I am trying, not that I'm trying, I am becoming a better person every day. I am unemployed because I had to leave a workspace that was not, no longer serving me. I had only been there 6 months and realized that the environment was micromanaging. It's not how I thrive in an environment, so I left. I will not be talking about that job on this channel because I feel like I learned a lot there. I worked with some great people, both co-workers and members of the organization, but I will not be talking about the organization. So on this channel, there is no space for negativity here, none. Now, I may vent about something or something like that because that's who I am. I have these rants that I tend to do because things just don't make sense to me. So oftentimes I'll say that doesn't make any sense. And I'll explain why it doesn't make any sense to me because it's my perception. So yeah, I am here. I want to talk to you guys. I want you to talk to me. I am hoping, like I said, to end up where I can see women doing it because ain't no way that ain't nobody talking about being in their 40s. Like I said, I'm 40, I'm about to be 41. I just entered this chapter of my life. And I'm doing all the things that I like doing. Like, I have been influenced before where I was doing like these 7-step skincares. I don't do that no more because it was making my face worse. So what I did was I went back to what I was doing in high school to get rid of acne and everything. A basic two-step process, maybe even 3. But I'll be talking about skincare journey because, as you can see, I have hyperpigmentation and some dark areas. This video is unfiltered. It is unfiltered. It is raw. Not to say that I won't be on here some days in makeup because I enjoy wearing makeup. I enjoy putting my face together. I enjoy getting dressed. Right now I have on this Fabletics tank top because I wanted to do this video. At first I was looking real relaxed. I'm like, you know what? Put it together a little bit. You ain't got to get all the way dressed, but put it together a little bit. Because at first I had on a different tank. I won't say where it came from because I'm not shopping there right now. So I had a tank from there that I had on was a different color. So I took it off, decided to put on a supportive bra for you guys because I do not like my boobs hanging. Let me also say, I don't like watching nobody else's boobs hanging. So while y'all be out here not wearing a bra, we know you don't have on a bra. Now I get you may not care. I get you may not care, and I feel like people are so bold when they are not wearing a bra. It's like you have the audacity to just be out here and letting us look at this, whatever. But anyway, I digress. So I wanted to create a space where I can talk, really, because I tend to do it on Snapchat, which is my Snapchat is really like friends and family. And I don't really do the public thing on Snapchat because it seems like it takes a lot. I don't want to. Then you get some weirdos in your inbox. Nobody got time for that. So, oh, let me bring it back. I'm single. I am a mother of 3. I have 2 adult children, who are 24. The second one just turned 21, and a 10-year-old. Yes, I had my kids young. My first 2 kids, I had them young, 16 and 19. And I had my 10-year-old when I turned 30. So, which I manifested. I said that I wanted to have another child by the time that I am 30, and God did exactly that. So when people say manifestation doesn't work, they are lying. Speak it into existence, because that is what I said, and my love is here. My third love is here. I have, yes, 3 boys. I have no girls. God did not bless me with girls, and I'm okay with that. He sent me, what do I call them? They're like my bodyguards. He sent them to me. Try not to get emotional. To love on. To know that I will always have the love of a man. I guess. But that's a joke. So just so you all know, that is a joke. But God did send them to me, and they have been a blessing ever since. And when I say I'm really trying not to get emotional, because as the older I get, the more emotional I become. I've always been a crybaby. I'm a Cancer. I've always been a crybaby. But yeah. So welcome to my channel. I'll be healing. You will see as things change. Like I said, this is an unfiltered video. I didn't want to edit it. This is actually my 3rd time recording it because I felt like I said something in the last video I didn't want to say. And I will say this. You are never not on a journey. The only way you're not on a journey is, I guess, when you die, right? And being on a spiritual journey is very, forgive me, phone was ringing. Being on a spiritual journey is very awakening if you are open-minded. As long as you are open to learning, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna learn. If you are not open, you want things to come quick, it ain't gonna happen. And when they do come quick, you're gonna pay for them. That's usually how it works. You're gonna pay for them in a way that you don't want to. So I'm not here to persuade anyone to do anything. I am here to talk about me. And if you all have comments, please feel free to comment. Don't be afraid to comment something. However, if it is an ignorant comment, it will be deleted and you will be blocked. Like, I don't have time for that in my life. I don't have time for it in my life. I don't want it in my life, period. You shouldn't want it in yours either. I am on a journey of surrounding myself with people who live life similarly to the way I do. We're not making excuses for the decisions that we make. We're not pretending like we're something that we're not. I am someone who very recently started watching YouTube. My sister always watched YouTube. My sons always watch YouTube. I am someone who didn't really delve into it because I am also on an educational journey, which will never stop. However, I graduate with my bachelor's this summer. I am excited. I'll walk in June. My last class is in August on my mother's birthday, August 22nd. I can't wait to be done with getting my bachelor's degree. Anything after that will just be me learning new skills. And I really don't want to go back to school. And I almost felt myself trying to do it again, but I am burned out. I went from my associates directly into my bachelor's in 2023. I decided to go back to school because I was bored. I was bored. I went literally fall of 2019, right before the pandemic hit. And it changed some things for me. I wasn't able to witness in-person learning for certain classes. I have an associate's in anthropology and a business management certificate. However, I got my bachelor's. I'm getting my bachelor's in business administration. So I decided not to do anthropology because I would have had to keep going to school. Anthropology is one of those things where you basically have to get a doctorate degree in order to make some money in it. And I am someone who enjoys it. Like my associate's degree in anthropology is perfect. And there are things that it taught me. So anything that I do with anthropology will just be on my own, going to different museums. I am a nerd for stuff like that. For history, science, math, you can miss me with it. I know it, but miss me with it. But science and history, I'm all about. I'm trying to get better at it, or back into it, I should say, because I kind of stepped away from history to take care of school. I find myself about to delve into a hobby on learning and realizing that I have to actually do the homework that I have, because I am a master procrastinator. I don't know about nobody else, but I procrastinate. If your deadline, like I have one class, sexual orientation, the deadline is Fridays to turn in a discussion. I turn my discussions in on Friday. Meaning, I start the process on Friday, I finish it on Friday. That is who I am. That is me. However, if you tell me that a discussion, your initial post has to be done by Wednesday, and then you can reply to your classmates on a Sunday, I got you. I'm going to turn it in on Wednesday. Hopefully, I turn it in at a decent time to where I'm not tired, because me, as a 40-year-old woman, or as a woman who goes to the gym, I am in the bed no later than 10 o'clock. No later than 10 o'clock. And I have to get 7 to 7.5 hours of sleep. If I do not get that, I feel it all day. And what I need to do in order to be a better person, like say for instance I get 6 hours, I have to take an hour nap. I have to take an hour nap to catch up to that 7 hours for me to feel rejuvenated and to feel good. That's just who I am. So, yeah, back to it. Healing journey, fitness journey, spiritual journey, love journey, because I am a single woman. I'm a single woman. If you all have any ideas for me, if there are women who are navigating their 40s that you know about, please include them in the comments so that I can check their content out and follow them. Not someone who is trying to tell me what to do. I don't need anybody to tell me what to do. They just living their life. And then I see something and I'm like, oh, let me get that. Let me write that down. Let me look at that on Amazon. You know, so I follow plenty of fitness influencers or lifestyle influencers, because a lot of them aren't just talking about fitness. And I'm not here to tell you how to get buff. I enjoy fitness. I got away from it after having my, I want to say second son, since he's 10 years apart from the last baby. Like, I got away from it, so I've gained some weight. I actually hit my max weight a few weeks ago and was done. So your girl did try Ozempic. If y'all want to hear about that, we could talk about it. But I only did it for a month because, like I said, I'm unemployed. I couldn't keep up with it. But I will say it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about food. I will say that when you think sugar ain't in something, that's semaglutide will tell you it's in there with no problem. So, yeah, I'm navigating life. That's just what I'm doing. So, my perception, not anyone else's. This is my perception. Like I said, I'm not here to convince you to do anything. I am here to, like I said, I'm navigating my 40s. That's just what it is. And there may be some vlogs in there. There may be some shorts in there. And I'm hoping that something that I say helps somebody else. That's all. This top is from Fabletics. It's like a, what do you call it, kind of top. It's not a cropped, it's a normal top. It's a normal tank. And I have on a Fabletics sports bra that has high compression, which I love, but sometimes it makes my traps hurt. Especially after I've worked out or something like that, which I did. Today was legs and things like that. So yeah, that's my life. What do I want to say? I want to say that, speaking about fitness, make sure that you are dynamic stretching. I hurt my knee a few years ago. My meniscus had a small tear in it. I was at the gym and I felt something happen to my left knee, and I knew something was wrong. I ended up going to see an orthopedic doctor a few months after to find out that I tore my meniscus just a tad bit. So he ended up shooting me with cortisol in my knee, which only helped it a little bit because, and he mentioned it, it's not something that is a permanent relief, but it did allow me to be able to do certain things. And just recently, I realized when I dynamic stretch before my workouts, even early in the morning, I try to dynamic stretch my legs and everything so that I feel good. Dynamic stretching has helped my knee to the point where when I meditate, I can literally cross my legs for an extended period of time. Like this morning when I meditated, I almost made it to 30 minutes. I made it to 20 minutes. And I only know because my phone, I checked my time, and then I felt my knee, I had to pull my knee out. Mid-meditation, I had to switch the knee up. So dynamic stretching is very, very important. Make sure that you're doing that because now my knee pain is minimized. It is minimized. So I was at the gym today, got my slow self on the lion leg curl, realized after I did the first set that I hadn't stretched. And I'm like, oh, got up, went to go stretch, about 5 minutes, went back to it. So it's important. And I will say that I just reminded myself that I didn't stretch afterwards. So after I finish this video, I'm going to stretch to get it together. Yeah, that's life. Speaking of Fabletics, just because I keep looking at this top, I like this top. It makes my arms look big, you know. And yeah, I'm a girl who likes her arms to look big. I like to look strong. The bottoms are not flattering for those of us who have a butt. They actually are very compressive. I know that they have seamless, and I think they just recently came out with this, what is it? It's kind of soft. The flared leggings. They came out with the flared leggings. Let me just say, this channel also gonna include reviews. So let's do a review on Fabletics real quick. The soft flare leggings, I love the material. However, I have the ones without pockets and the ones with pockets, and I tend to go tall when I order certain brands like Fabletics. I do it because I like to roll them up a certain way and make sure that they fit, and they come high waist because I have an apron. I have a fupa that I'm working on, so I do ab workouts, and I do eat. I am officially in a calorie deficit as of this week. I tend to go into a calorie deficit anyway, but this week I am on a calorie deficit, which will last until I start seeing some progress, and afterwards, like, until I get to my goal, that's where we're gonna be at, a calorie deficit. The flare leggings that they have, there's one without pockets. I don't know the name without having to look it up. Those drag on the floor. So I am 5'8", knocking on 5'9"'s door. Always. Have always been like that. At some point, I do remember being 5'9". I think the way my body is structured now, I lean a little bit to the front. My fupa got me carrying. I got a butt in the back. So I got to figure it out. But I feel like as I'm losing weight and I'm working out, the way I stand is back to how I was in high school. I will never probably be like that in high school. I want to be fitter than I was in high school. But I was 5'9" in high school, about 5'8.5", and they drag on the floor, which I'm okay with. I am okay with that. That's cool with me. The ones with pockets. Now, the ones without pockets are very loose. I like putting those on for every day, going to the grocery store, whatever, going shopping, whatever. The other ones, I have to check if I ordered average or tall, or they didn't come in with the pockets. Those are extra compressive. They're extra compressive. So it's like, you know, trying to put them on. And I like Fabletics because I tend to get the discount. I always end my membership because I'm not trying to pay them high ass prices. I'm too cheap for that. So I tend to only buy something when it's on sale, and I have to remember to skip. I don't want to do that no more. So I'll be ending that membership probably right after this video. The ones with the pockets are flooding. Now, when I say flooding, like, I'm pulling them down. They're not covering my shoe. I like them to cover my shoe because I'm pulling them up. So Fabletics is not, I feel like certain, I won't say, what do you call them? Certain collections are too compressive compared to others. Now, I know they have a seamless collection or something like that. I didn't go with it because I currently have seamless from Women's Best. Right now, just Women's Best. There's some others I'm going to try out that I seen on. And Women's Best kind of looks close to Gymshark to me, like the whole seamless fit. But I'm also going to try some other brands soon. But I'm ending my relationship with Fabletics for good because I like my butt to look like a butt. I like it to look like a peach, I should say. It shouldn't look like an apple. You know, the peach has a little line in the middle and it's juicy. I don't want it to be as tight as an apple. I want it to be juicy like a peach. So, and I've been buying Fabletics since they came out. I still got 2 pair of leggings from that time because I'm not someone who tends to throw clothes away. So when they first came out, that material was perfect. And I don't remember what it was because, of course, that was many years ago. That material was very perfect. Those are my go-tos on leg day when it's cold. But now I am officially wearing shorts on leg day because your girl be sweating. This dude laughed at me today because I rolled up my flares like up to my knees. I was sweating. And I said to myself when I decided to say to him, this is why I wear shorts. This is why I wear shorts on leg day because your girl be sweating. But anyway, I have babbled long enough, and I will say goodbye. I'm going to end this here. But yeah, if you want to come on these journeys with me, then let's go. We're going to be on some journeys. Like I said, I'm not here to convince you to do anything. I'm not here to convince you to do a challenge with me because I don't do challenges unless they come on this Apple Watch and they are already fit into what I already got going on. But I am not going to do a challenge. You won't catch me trying to run. Running is not what I do. I do cardio, elliptical, bike. I may do a row here and there and may do the Stairmaster. But your girl is not going to run for anybody. I'm not going to do that. So don't suggest it because I won't be doing it. And like I said, if you know of people who are navigating life in their 40s, even if they're just doing fitness, because there's a lot of girls I watch their fitness videos, and I love them. I love them. I just found someone who put in their short fit over 40 that I watch, and I like her. I watch the girl. So let me run them down who I watch. I watch Ava. I believe it's Ava Bracy. I watch Talia Joel. I watch Mo Flowers. Every now and then I'll watch Yvette Renee. Depending on what her caption says, I'll watch her. But the first three that I named typically are fitness. Mo Flowers kind of delves into other things, lifestyle, and also Talia. And I know Ava's kind of getting out of that space too, where she's showing us traveling. And I also watch Kiki. I can't remember what Kiki's handle is, but she does fitness also, or lifestyle blogs. So instead of saying they were fitness, I think that's kind of how they started, maybe. And then now they're kind of doing lifestyle, but I love them. Also, shout out to the Queen Poe. Queen Poe is on YouTube. You should check her out if you're looking for information on when the full moons and new moons are happening. Shout out to the wellness community again. Great community for spirituality for me. Don't know about nobody else, but the information that the Queen Poe and the community provides for me is very beneficial. I don't think, oh, and I also watch, I can't remember his name, David Stretch or something like that. He's the black guy that also does fitness. I cannot remember his name, but I also watch him too. So great information. I also watch Deepak Chopra on here as well. So there are some other, oh, I cannot forget my girl, Keisha Collins, Yaya, and Danielle. I watch them. So the three of them are honor active athletes. Those three I just named. So if you're looking for them for influencing as far as fitness, those three are honor active athletes. Talia Joel just became a Gymshark athlete. Ava is not. I know she has a code for Gymshark, and I want to say the other one starts with an I. I can't remember it. I thought I had a post-it or something back here because she recommended some clothes from them. Anaka. So, and Mo Flowers also does Gymshark. And the three girls that I mentioned at first have been in videos together. So some of you may have seen, but if you're looking for fitness influencers, those are your people you should check out. If you're looking for someone who looks like me, I just started following Christine Cardenas. She is the one who said fit over 40. I started following Christine on Instagram when she was showing people, when she put out a video about learning how to do a pull-up. So I started following her there, and for some apparent reason, which I'm glad that the universe aligned her through my feed on YouTube, she popped up. So when she popped up, I immediately followed her. I love her content. I love what she has going on. She's also a fitness influencer. She does not look like me. Doesn't mean anything. I love her. I love her content. I don't love, Christine, but I love her content. And just because I say I'm looking for somebody like me does not mean I'm not open to somebody who doesn't look like me. I just feel like people that look like me, I relate to more, of course. But it is what it is. But like I said, I done rambled and babbled long enough. Welcome to my channel. If you want content from me, what did the girls say? Like, comment, and subscribe.